person ability. Can you know yourself well enough? And can you recognize what works well for you and in relation to others? That self-observation and awareness is a skill to use for your personality, and it will naturally support you in being lucky. Result, harnessing your natural luck skills. This is what is likely to happen. So we've talked of these abilities. I'll just recount them. First one, control ability. Second one, stick ability. I'll give you the reference also. It's a nice book. Third one, risk ability. Fourth one, sense ability. Fifth one, sociability. Sixth one, perceptibility. Seventh one, personability. Of course, the book gives a lot of anecdotes and stories as to how these abilities have enabled people to meet with life head on and find fulfillment. Okay. So pushing the limits is a lot about your working with yourself. You are the means, you are the end. So you use yourself, you try to gain control, identify your limits, sit and identify your limits, prioritize what you want to push. I've helped you in a little way. I hope you remember. Career. What are the dimensions I told you? You can try your limits. Career, financial status, health, leisure. I hope you recall that. Position and relationships and personal development, financial status. You can try that, because that's a pointer in how you can work with yourself, and I'm sure you will find fulfillment. And the day you collect your degree, you will say, hey Machan, looks like just now, but it was nice knowing you. Meet you sometime. Thank you very much. Yeah? You want to take questions? Or? Okay. I think if you don't mind, I know it's late, but we can have a few questions in case you feel it's okay. I mean, those of you who wish to leave because of various reasons, please feel free. Okay? We are friends here. No offense, no problems at all. Okay? But if anyone has a question or something, please go ahead. Shoot. Yeah.
You said that nothing in this world is absolute. You said that nothing in this world is absolutely right or absolutely wrong. Now this is also a statement. So this can also be not absolutely right.
Very good logic, sir. Don't lose me. That's right. See, you raised a very nice point. I just wanted to share with you something, that there are experiences far beyond logic. Are you getting it? So if you take that statement only at face value in a mathematical linguistic sense, you are right. It becomes a self-defeating statement. Are you getting it? But there is a context in which I was stating it. The context was in a normal daily life. If you start looking at right and wrong, you'll end up with problems. Are you getting it? So you have to set your own boundaries. It was in a colloquial sense that I made that statement, although I totally agree with you. In logic, you are perfectly right. It's a self-killing statement, It's like that thing. The statement on the other side is false. You know that, no? It's sort of, you go into a circle. There are many such paradoxes. Yeah. Yeah? No. Is it okay? Yeah, fine. Any other question? Yeah. Okay, I gave you some examples like music, run. For example, it may be running, it may be swimming. Okay. I'll give you a very good example so that you appreciate it. Have you seen the movie Men of Honor? How many of you have seen the movie Men of Honor? Just see that movie. I think it's a brilliant film. Okay? Because it's a true story about the first black underwater diver in America. I'm serious. In fact, he is abused like anything by many people. Sort of distracted, abused, all those things. But he sticks to his purpose. Stickability. Okay. And what he does is, they test him in terms of how long he can hold his breath in water. Okay. All sorts of tests. And one test he actually has with a person who until that stage doesn't like him at all. They put a Navy diver's, what do you call that? That spear around his head. That fellow is also, that white person is also having a sphere filled with water. Are you getting it? And they start counting. How long can you hold your breath? And by the way, it's a true story. It's not even an imaginary story. And this guy is pushing his limits to establish his dignity. And he succeeds with flying colors and earns the admiration of all the people. Okay? So there are many things in which you can push the limits. For example, if you ask me a question, do I push the limits in how much I eat? I'll say, don't try. Not worth it. You can try it, it's alright, but don't try. Do I push the limits in terms of how much I concentrate? By the way, this is a serious problem with many of us. Many of us have attention deficit syndrome, ADS. Many of us suffer from that, to varying degrees. Just varying degrees. You measure yourself, yeah? That's why emotional intelligence becomes important here. One of the traits of an emotionally intelligent person is the capability to observe himself or herself. Constantly. How many of us have that ability? When you're doing something, can you keep observing yourself? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Train yourself into observing yourself. Even that's a good limit to push. Because once you start doing that, you can learn to focus, concentrate. I'm giving you, I think, a good example. Increase your concentration power. That's a good limit to push. Because one of the qualities of great students is concentration. Can I focus? Are you getting it? Okay. It can be even a simple physical ability. Weightlifting. For some people, it's pushing the limits. Weightlifting. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm only suggesting that there are many such limits. And you can find what you can, The beauty of life is all of us have a knack of finding out what we are comfortable with and what will give us fulfillment. And the Great Spirit is very kind in that sense. It will give you that knack, that switch to you. I hope I've given you a simple example. Memory. In fact, I have pushed my limits in terms of memory. Not that I'm very good at it, but I've tried, purposely I've tried. Can I remember this? Can I remember that? And so on. And it has helped me in many ways. Okay? So pushing the limits that way. So there are many aspects where most of us would say it is good and pleasant to push the limits. Okay? So I'm just showing you some small things. Relationships, I told you. Many of us have trouble sustaining a relationship. Or even networking, basically. So that's a limit you can push. Like, can you make a new friend? I'll give a simple example right now. There are people in this audience who you won't know. Within the next 10-15 minutes after we close, can you make a new friend? It's possible. It's just that we hold back. You will be walking out of CLT, there will be another chap or somebody walking out, and you don't drive yourself to strike a conversation. You could even say, what LSD, summa wakanda, fellow, blah, 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 blah. It's alright, it's a good conversation at least, you can strike. So that is pushing the limits. Because ordinarily you don't do that. And it's not very harmful either. So these are simple things which you can work with in pushing the limits. Okay?